Welcome back, folks. My name is Joel Duggan, and this is the LEGO Let's Chat that we do every Friday. Welcome to the chaos. That is the Motorized Lighthouse, week 2. And we're going to be picking up where we left off. I think we've got some motor things that have to happen today. Obviously, I have to move a few things out of the way. Big shout out and thank you to SweetSandi, resubbing at Tier 1 for 31 months. Thank you so much, Sandy. Always great to have you around. Cosmic, Blast Jordan, Obu, all chilling in chat. The usual Friday crew. Speaking of, there's Kelberty. I'm excited. This is going to be a slower build, I think, but I'm liking the way things are going. And I need, before I clear things off, I need to check to see kind of where we are with bag 2. So there needs to be 3 batteries. 6 batteries. I don't know that I have 6 batteries. How do you change these after you build the whole thing? Is my question. Like it might be easy to access, I guess. All right. Well, what bags do we need? We finished up here. Bag 2 plus the motors. Okay. So motors, those 2 things, and a cable. I think that's over here. Voldare with 100 bits. Happy with this stream today. Thanks very much, Voldare. Oh, this one has a perforated. We need this little guy. Looks right. The first thing I want to mention is that I have changed the way that the camera is set up, not by choice. The tension on the Elgato arm is not great. I'm actually not impressed by how much, tension I can get on it, how sturdy it is compared to how much it costs. So the camera fell between, not fell, but like sunk between last week and this week. So I had to reset up the camera. So in the process, I changed a few things about the ISO and the f-stop. I'm hoping that it is a clearer picture. I think it's a little bit brighter than last week. I will have to do a comparison to last week's VOD and this week's VOD, but I'm hoping that the focus length is deep enough now that the table doesn't look out of focus. We had a comment last week that my hands were in focus, but the table wasn't, and that seems like a very strange thing to happen considering that it's only a couple of inches. Okay, so page 48, plus we have some stuff to read. Let's move some of this out of the way. Your LEGO ASMR for the week. Bag 2. So I did go and get one of my screwdrivers before I started the stream. We can actually take a look in this. It's not very heavy, which means that I don't think the batteries are inside. I've got some rechargeable batteries, but I don't think I have 6. So it's just the top part that comes off here. Yep. 6 AA batteries. That seems like a lot. I think I only have 4. So I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to look ahead and see how easy it is going to be to change the batteries. Has anybody in the chat built this before? Just out of curiosity. It looks like the brown part is pretty exposed. Not brown, the gray back of everything. I don't want to spoil the build here, but I'm trying to figure out where it's... It looks like it's exposed. So I'm going to go ahead and do this without the batteries. It looks like it looks pretty finished along here, but it looks like this is exposed. So it's probably fairly easy to remove this plate again and put batteries in. I did pick up a cool rechargeable battery pack over Black Friday, but I think it's only 4 AA and 4 AAA. Okay. I feel confident that we can probably do this and assemble it now and battery power it later. It's weird how some tracks on the playlist, which I don't know whether you guys can hear all that well, they definitely, some of them stick out and remind me of when I was playing Satisfactory more often. Goes out. Bag number 2 looks pretty reasonable. Obviously lots of mechanical parts. So I mentioned this last week. This build seems to be a bit slower than other things that I've done because I don't want to make any mistakes with how technical it is. So we'll get through probably at least bag 2 today. We might start bag 3, but it's definitely a little bit more of a high concentration step, I guess. Oh, Cosmic has labeled me a cheater. Well, there's that. I'm not sure if they're around now, but MindTripMedia from your Discord they posted a link to the time lapse of them building it in the LEGO channel. I did notice that, and I avoided it because I didn't want to see ahead. I didn't want to get the spoilers of seeing what it looks like in person. Well, I mean in person, live on camera. I kind of want that experience myself, so I quickly scrolled past. It is the song that sounds like Mario, yeah. the very distinct jump noise in it. I think that it even says game over at the end. Does the music need to be louder? Out of curiosity. CJRV Williams with the big ol' sub. 23 months, coming up on 2 years, CJ. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Saw the conversation you and Stormdance were having back and forth in the Minecraft channel. Really interesting stuff on the Discord. About the latest Minecraft snapshot and the experimental features, changes to villagers. The trades are going to be biome specific. Means more moving villagers for people that want all their villagers in one spot. I don't know how any of these are really going to affect us on the Citadel because we already have our villagers in a spot. And I can't remember. Maybe when I lost my axe. Like, that's the last time I really needed a bunch of trades. What's really cool is that my my little base on the Citadel, my main mine, is in a swamp. So if I need to develop a mending set of villagers, I'm already in the right spot. So that's going to be nice. The teal pieces look both interesting and pleasing to look at. Yeah, the teal pieces are... I haven't done much with brightly colored Lego. A lot of the things I've worked with, of course, being a heavy Star Wars collector, it's a lot of gray. You'll get some color as you work inside pieces. Like, they tend to have brightly colored things for the structure of stuff in the Star Wars sets that you can't see when you're all done. Easy to measure, easy to see what's going on. But not often that you'll get a lot of color. I was disappointed with the new Ahsoka ship. I don't remember what it's called, but it didn't strike me as a set that I'd want to get. I felt like one of those things where like the stud to plate ratio is not great, and it could be just because of the scale of the build. I think it's a much bigger ship in the Star Wars universe than the minifig scale kind of allows them to get. It could also just be because it has some specific curves that are not easy to achieve. Why Jan, welcome in. I didn't happen to see in chat any feedback on the video quality. Noticing a difference? Don't mind moving things around, says Meadow, but the villagers in the swamp, I don't like the outfit. Yeah, that's fair. And they keep the outfit, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like, after you breed them, even if you move them, they keep that outfit. I don't particularly care about the outfit because my villagers are essentially prisoners. When I do set them up, I just put them in little boxes and use them for the gameplay mechanic as a game. I don't want to say feature, but as like a game. I guess, design. Don't like them. Having some difficulty with the white under the camera. The white balance is trying to adjust, but the camera also shakes a little. So I'm trying not to shake at all, but because the camera's on a separate table, the camera shouldn't shake. Can't tell if it's the table that is moving when you place Lego bricks down or if the camera is trying to focus. I think the camera's probably trying to focus. If it's constantly going in out of focus, I have to stop that and have to switch back. Meadow says the outfit on the villager is fixed. Even if you breed 2 swamp villagers in another biome, the chance will produce swamp offspring, which is also retaining the purple-green outfit. Oh, I see. Are there multiple motorized parts of it or just the light? I think it's just the light. Pretty sure it's just the light. So these ones are being blown out, are they? Can't see the details on the white pieces. It's the focus? Okay, hold on. See if that helped at all. If not, it could be a very frustrating stream. I was really hoping that getting the new camera and setting it up and doing this Lego stuff would be a lot easier. It's frustrating when like you get a better picture like plug and play from your iPhone than you do from the fancy camera that you bought. I absolutely was shaking the camera last week. I went and watched the VOD as I was trying to set up today, and there was definitely a little bit of me, and that's probably me like being guilty of either bouncing my knee or the table is next to another table, and this was just a little bit too close to the table next to it, and so if I did something heavy on the table, it actually vibrated through to the next. So I've made sure that there's a good inch of space now between the two tables, so that part should be avoidable now. And I'm making a very conscious effort not to do something like bounce my knee. The white piece is better balanced on those white pieces, but I still see the shake whenever you're placing camera. So so the shake is obviously the autofocus going back in and out. Sorry. One thing I could do is I could change the f-stop back to what I had it. These rubber pieces are always tricky to place because they don't slide very well. The focusing is worse at this point. Okay, I'm gonna change it back to what it was. It's impossible to test this without being live, which is really frustrating because it just doesn't give the same quality or test of the system. So unfortunately I have to do it live, which then of course makes me look like a complete amateur. All right, give me 1 second. All right, I don't want to waste the entire stream troubleshooting. That is hopefully better. It's hard for me to tell on my, even on my monitor. I find that the compression that Streamlabs desktop gives me is crap. So I tried opening up the Twitch window to check it. I don't know. It's on manual focus now, so it shouldn't be switching. Whether or not it's in focus, for whatever reason, I'm getting a very narrow depth of field, and I can't seem to fix it. I have tried all the things that you're supposed to do to fix it, and none of those seem to be working. Voldare with 100 bits. Thanks very much. No shake. Well, there was never a shake. I think that's an important thing to remember. It was not a shake. It was the autofocus constantly moving. So shake is something entirely different. Anarchist, thanks for the feedback. Appreciate it. Yeah, those are not going to go there. Sometimes these little pieces they stick to your fingers. Or they roll around. We are quite close to the table and Lego pieces now, but focus has stopped. Hard time making out the white pieces, but I don't think that matters. Quite close to the Lego table. All right, I changed the... Yeah, I guess I changed the zoom level. It's like a 35 to 16 millimeter lens or something. I think unfortunately the solution is that I have to buy a lens that's meant for kind of work. All right, let's see if we can finish up this little corner here. Yeah, I really lost a lot of room, didn't I? All right, hold on. that fix it? I know it changed the amount that you're seeing. Cosmic Dancer. Holy smokes. A $200 donation. Wow. Thank you ever so much. And yeah, yes, I will put that to good use. Thank you so much, Cosmic. Wow. It always feels weird when the stream is not going your way. And then people are just like, hey, support. You feel like, I should be better at this. That's probably just the Canadian guilt. Which I'm assuming is similar to British guilt. So you probably know what I'm talking about. It's like giving Pixel Riffs a compliment live on the Spawn Chunks. Like, it's nice to do, but it's also fun to do because he squirms. Just gonna move this. This looks very, very technical. But at least we have the room, have the plate bottom, I think. It almost fits in frame. Well, thanks, Cosmic. I appreciate that. Thanks for the love in chat for the mods. Appreciate it. For Cosmic specifically. So are we good now with the focus and the shot? I hope so. I was going to read more of that information too, wasn't I? Right, so this has got to do with the lens that's inside of a lighthouse. Obviously, the further a lighthouse beacon can reach is in the worst weather conditions, the better. During the 1600 to 1700s, mirrors, parabolic reflectors, and Ergand lamps created increasingly brighter beams. The Fresnel lens, invented in 1821, revolutionized the construction of lighthouses. Through layers of ring-shaped glass lenses, a light source could now become concentrated into a narrow beam, dramatically enhancing both the intensity and nominal range of light. This was likely the most significant development in lighthouse design until the introduction of electronical lights, and is still in use today. Fresnel lenses used in lighthouses are now often made of plastic, making them both lighter in use and cheaper to manufacture. With modern automated rotation functions and electrical light sources, they can create powerful range and enhance visibility. Fresnel lenses are also used in floodlights, ship lanterns, and even cameras. To recreate the characteristic rotating light function, the LEGO Ideas design team developed a LEGO version of the Fresnel lens. A lot of research went into replicating the original engineering of the lens, followed by performance tests to archive a smooth, authentic experience. That's really cool. You can see all the different prototypes, which I don't know if it's in focus. Hopefully it is. I mean, I doubt you can read the text. It's pretty small, but there's a good 8, 10 different versions. I like the idea of reading some of these tidbits like once a week. We'll probably keep that up. It's funny because the shot change cosmic was the difference between, I think, 16 and 18 on the lens. So it's just the stock lens that came with it. Bag 2, here we go. So I can probably move this out of the way. Now, if I grab this, put this here, can you see that? It might be better to do this. So we're nearly an hour into the stream and I haven't put anything together yet. Okay, and then we've got to grab these. And that goes on here. Such bizarre, unique pieces down here. Hey, there's the mighty Elkhorn. How's it going? Well, I knew the audio was going to be okay, Anarchist, but thank you. For anybody wondering, this is the Yeti Pro USB condenser microphone. Kind of the best of both worlds. You get a decent radio voice when you're up in front of it, but you guys can still hear the clicks and stuff. The bags wrestling in the Lego. I do enjoy that they use the bright colors for like spacing things out and communicating, you know, specific things into the design. It's a little bit less intimidating that way. I just love the fact that 2 plates is like the perfect height for these things to lock in, and then they're the same height as everything else. It's such a neat way that LEGO measures out the width of their plates, and new pieces that have new features are often in like 1, 2, or 3 plate measurements. Goes there, and we've got 1 of these and the last 2 of these. And then this goes up like that, and these go in here like this. Oh, I meant you reading the sound, reading the info sounded like a museum voiceover. Oh, okay. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, yeah. If I was a better sight reader, it would probably be all right. I edit a fair bit out of my podcasts. For whatever reason, I seem to be a little bit more on the ball when we do the spawn chunks, because I don't edit that. Johnny edits that, and he does a really good job. And I struggle with how long it takes me to edit the Citadel Cafe. I'm always editing out all the little mistakes that I make. Alright, now we're on to the motor. Goes that way. Folks that have been, are more familiar with LEGO trains are probably way more familiar with this kind of stuff, or maybe the Technic stuff, like the cranes and any of those vehicles that have their own thing. And you got motors. I've always been fascinated by the LEGO Great Ball machines that you might see on YouTube. Those are really fun. So do those. Goes in through here. That. And then we've got the front parts. And then this goes on top of this. All of this, I'm sure, is just the way we're going to be securing the motor to the... Or the... Not the motor, this is the power pack. The power pack. I can't believe it takes 6 AA batteries to run this. That seems odd. I guess it depends on how fast you want that light to rotate at the top, right? Okay. Check, check, check. Now we've got really bad at reading aloud. You're clearly better than me. Well, thanks very much. It's all practice, I guess. The trick, if you're looking for a trick, is speak about twice as slow as you think you should, and you'll end up sounding about normal. The way that I think about it, especially when I think about a podcast, is that when we go to edit something, a pause is a lot easier to edit out than a stumble. So now, on the flip side, pausing too long can be odd. I want to say there's going to be a mechanism somewhere to turn this off. This is obviously a switch, right? I'm wondering if we're going to be able to like pull down on a rock piece or something and have the lighthouse turn on and off. That would be awesome. I hope that's the case. I'm going to go with this. Yep, looks very much like what's going to happen. And then this gets attached to that space next to where we were working. Oh, I see. This little gray groove here is for the wire. So we'll have to remove a little bit, I think. This plate might not come off the easiest. I'll have to remove some of these pieces maybe. Whoops, get a mess. So then this little gray piece that we did here, we run the wire through that. It runs out that way. I think that looks okay. I guess it's going to have a twist in it no matter what. All right, now we're flipping around. Oh, that's right. The Infinity Cove stream weekend is coming up this weekend. It starts tomorrow. Folks that want to check out my patron server and the people that stream from it can follow the links that are in chat right now. And then you can actually get a look at what's happening on the server. And then if you decide to join, you can go to patreon.com/JoelDuggan and check out the different tiers. And over the weekend, with my own Minecraft streams, I will very likely be raiding some of the people that are live with the Infinity Cove weekend, just so people know. So if you're not sure, or you're just kind of waiting in the wings, then if you're tuning into my streams this weekend, you will more than likely be sent on to one of the Infinity Cove streamers, or Covers, as I hear they are called. I don't know if this really matters, but I like things to be symmetrical. So that all goes there. And then we're on to something else. Definitely reminds me of some of the Star Wars builds that are very, very technical. That goes like that. And then we've got one of these guys. Oh, that actually goes all the way on. There's just so much like support and extra clicks. This is probably part of the switch, I would guess. I really have no idea, which is honestly part of the fun. So these are rubber pieces, these two black pieces that I just put on. So, outside of the villager rebalancing, was there anything else in the Minecraft snapshot that people saw that that they liked? Oh, I'm gonna make another one of those. Okay. Not sure if you want to break, but it is that time. Thanks, Cosmic. I think I'm probably going to at least put the motor on. How big is bag 3? I don't want to be like, I don't want to do just one bag a week. So I should probably do 2 bags today. I feel like 1 bag a week is a little bit slow. Right, and then this piece. I always find these really hard. It's one of those things where like they're little plastic pieces, but they require a decent amount of force to put together, but you don't want to break them. So you're pressing hard, but you don't want to press too hard just in case something snaps. That goes together like that, and then it gets attached here. Very fancy. Goes on like this. And then we grab this. And this gets a little piece on top of it. And this goes on. Wait, it's symmetrical anyway, so it should be fine. And then we've got this piece on the top, which is what all those other white pieces were meant to support. And then 2 of these little black bolt pieces. It's going to be really interesting to see how this all connects to the very top of the tower. That gets set aside. Yeah, I think Cosmic, I think I will go ahead and take that break. Yeah, we still got a fair bit to go for this bag. So I'll step away for those 5 minutes. Folks that are new to the channel, I do step away once an hour. I had a little bit of a break earlier when we were dealing with some technical difficulties, but we will be back in 5 or 6. Grab a snack, grab a friend. We'll be right back. talking about stuff from Minecraft, CJ Williams is saying that you can sell things to the Wandering Trader now. Yeah, that's a perk. Blast Jordan, thanks so much for coming by. Enjoy the rest of your day. Much appreciated. Always nice to see regulars, especially on Fridays, because these streams tend to be a little bit more low-key, you know? Now we're going to make the fancy teal pieces. And these are symmetrical. I always find this part of Lego building really fascinating. Ah, I've got a funny feeling I know what this does. Make sure I've got it on the right way. Looks like yes. All right, goes like that. Got this piece. I would love to have been a fly on the wall during the development at LEGO of all the Technic pieces, because we didn't have Technic pieces when I was growing up. Like, it was just the bricks. But when things really get into like the Technic stuff, I would have loved to have seen how that came together. We're using all the colors today. And this goes in there, and then we can push these up. And that goes, oops. All right, well, these wires were doom waiting to happen anyway. So this is going to go into the turning socket on the motor, and then the other bolts that we put on before are going to secure that in place. Now that doesn't turn anymore because, of course, the motor doesn't turn unless it's on. Okay, now this goes out this way. And we've got these 4 red pieces that attach to the yellow pieces. Really only one place for this to go. And that's why I think the rubber pieces are there, because it provides a probably a vibration buffer. So that as the motor's turning, it doesn't like shake the whole piece. So this is now kind of like suspended. I'm not sure if you can see how much that wiggles on camera, but the rubber definitely has some give to it. And then this connects all the way around to the other side into slot A, like so. And it looks like we're then on to do some more ocean work. I'm gonna try to just stick these on something here. Are these attached to anything? Not really. Just so they're not flailing all over the place. 2, 4. And that looks like it's all happening down here. It goes like that. This is the part that I found very technical last time. They attach on anti-studs and through Technic holes. Yeah, I'm sure I'll get to it. I wasn't asking. It was more of like a, can I put these on something temporarily so that they're out of the way? I've never heard of anything referred to as an anti-stud. Another 4 of these. Got one goes that way, goes this way. And then we've got a slope piece. Another one of those that are kind of loose, unfortunately. This just rounds off this bit here. That is indeed my concentration face, Cosmic. That's why I don't have a camera on during these streams on me. Well, 1, I don't have another camera, but 2, I just can't imagine it being all that interesting to see my face. I think the only thing that, in situations like this and games like Minecraft, where face cams I think really help, are when there's a pause and the streamer is visibly looking at chat. And so people watching will understand, oh, the reason why the streamer isn't talking is because they're reading, you know, they're catching up on chat. I just like the convenience. I'm spoiled after 10, 12 years of podcasting to just being able to roll into the studio and start up a stream without much prep of my own, you know, in terms of lighting, how I look on camera, that kind of stuff. We were talking about that in the post show on Spawn Chunks on Monday. It's just so much easier to be able to just not have to worry about that kind of stuff. I mean, as you can see, even as much experience as I have, the moment that I introduced video for LEGO, I've run into all kinds of technical difficulties. That goes like that. Flip her over again. Very strange situation. Oh, I guess it's the dock. What that is. Okay, cool. I like the combination of studs and other pieces on this. This is another music piece that reminds me of my Satisfactory gameplay. 2 of those, 2 of those, 3 of those. Goes that way. That. And piece there. I like this design for the little post. I wonder if there's something we could do in Minecraft that would be similar. I don't think we have anything in Minecraft that goes in like these posts. Maybe with the mob heads and the mini block data pack, we might be able to figure something out. I guess like a fence post and then a mini block on top would probably be the closest thing we can get. And I've done that before with, I think, dark oak, if I remember correctly. I'm a little concerned that I've missed this piece, but hopefully it might be at the end. Yeah, I'm gonna have to backtrack and see if I've missed something. Alright, this attaches to this little brown piece, it looks like. That's a really unique way to get that angle. That's very cool. So we did all this little water kind of waves lapping up against the shore. And then this comes in at a very specific angle to line up with these gray pieces. It's very cool. And then it looks like this goes in to keep it from wiggling around. Yeah, that removes the wiggle. And this will do even more, I think. Yeah, now that doesn't move at all. That's really neat. So these pieces are kind of normal-ish. However, I am concerned that I've missed that red piece somewhere. I think it was meant to go on this thing. Yeah. Meant to go right in the middle here. I think I can get that. Probably just remove some wiggle out of that. You wouldn't look at this and say, like, it's going to be a lighthouse. Nat Plays, welcome in. And Ray, how do I say this? Benavides, welcome in. Thanks for saying hi. We just did all this. Okay, so we are going to need 4 of these. They're BURPS. Big, ugly rock pieces. Can you imagine how long it would take to build all those up by hand? Like, woof. And we'll do bag 3. 82. There are 2 bag 3s. I think that's it. And this is just going to be so much easier without this base plate in the way, I think. Getting into some different colors now. Looks like it's part of the grass, maybe. I mean, we're obviously going to get some serious height with these rock pieces. Oh wow. No, these are like, I've never seen these at all before. These are like little gems, little jewels. They look like ring pops. Joel, can you imagine how long it would take to build up these big rock pieces by hand? Also, Joel builds custom cliffs in Minecraft. Yep. I feel like that's somehow different, though. I think the difference is that I'm way more accurate in Minecraft than I am in real life. My hand-eye coordination in real life is not as good as in Minecraft. Like a bat. Some good old chonky pieces here. So I was talking with Ryan Murphy today while I was editing the latest episode of the Citadel Cafe. We were talking about different video games coming out, different MMOs. He's playing Baldur's Gate 3 right now. And I jumped into Exoprimal, which is from Capcom, on the Xbox last night. I didn't play an actual match. I just kind of went through the tutorial and got a feel for the gameplay. It feels very much like one of those grindy, you know, play to, you know, get fake money points and buy new stuff. I don't know how often I'll play it, but it was free. It's part of Game Pass. So I guess not free, but it's like I didn't have to purchase the title. It was already there with Game Pass. And I mean, it plays well. The premise is pretty dumb. It's a very thin guise on shooting dinosaurs. For the story is not great, and the animation on the story scenes is terrible. I really expect more from games these days. And Ryan and I got to talking about different games, and we're both looking forward to Starfield. I'm going to be streaming Starfield. I'm hoping it catches on. But the other thing is, I'm still looking for an MMO to get into. I've been feeling the itch to get into an MMO. We tried Guild Wars 2 in the fall. Didn't take. It felt more like a computer giving me a list of things to do, rather than an MMO where you're like exploring and stuff. I've been keeping tabs on PAX Day. I like the way that they're setting that up. I am not sure if the PvP is going to be for me, but on the surface it feels pretty good. And there was another couple that I was looking at, but unfortunately I have concerns over things like monetization and stuff like that with MMOs. They all seem to be like very cash grabby, gotcha mechanic stuff. There's a lot of MMOs in production right now, and it feels like there's probably only going to be one or two that actually survives. It's like trying to make an educated guess ahead of time whether or not you invest the time and energy into a game. You almost want to see if it lasts before you jump in, you know? Ended up with far too many games that I don't have time to play, says Cosmic, from that wholesome game sale on stream. What titles did you pick up, Cosmic? I was curious about that. I didn't do enough research to actually pick one up myself. And if I decided to do it later, it's not like they're terribly expensive. I think most of them were under 30 bucks before the sale. Some of them were on sale for like 90% off. It's almost at that point worth it just to throw the money at it, just to kind of see what you can do, you know? I mean, even if you don't like a game you spent $4.50 on, like, is it really the end of the world? I don't normally break up pieces into different areas, but it'll line up too nicely. Thanks for the lurk, Voldare. Appreciate it. See you later, CJ. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, I was talking with Ryan about Palia as well. Our concern is that Palia is going to be a little bit too cozy. Someone, I think it was an IGN review, compared it to Animal Crossing and maybe it was World of Warcraft. I can't remember. They compared it to an MMO, I think, but they compared it to Animal Crossing as well. Have you played that yet, Cosmic? I know that you said you got into the beta. Is it a closed beta or open beta? You probably can't talk about it if it's closed. I thought the open beta wasn't until like the 8th or something. My guess is that they're slowly populating stuff to stress test the servers and then also give any kind of servers a place of like feel like they're populated so that when you log in the open beta it doesn't feel like a ghost town. That would be my guess. I know I've mentioned this before on these streams, but I really miss WildStar. I really had a lot of fun with that game. one of the reasons why Paleo sticks out to me. Also, I think I posted this in the Discord video game general chat, is Wayfinder. I'm interested in Wayfinder. Wayfinder, unfortunately, you don't get character creation. You're choosing characters instead of classes, and they're fully voice acted. Like you are playing this particular character, so it takes kind of like the RP, you know, out of it. Not that I'm a heavy RP person anyway, but like I liked the idea in World of Warcraft to be able to like name my character and have like a backstory in my head and that kind of stuff. So Wayfinder is more like a cross between an MMO and Borderlands, in terms of like you don't actually choose a class so much in Borderlands as you choose a character class. Couple strange little pieces here. Custom brick stuff. Has anybody played Exoprimal in chat? Just of curiosity. Or I guess a better question would be like, for people here in chat, how many people have Game Pass and use it regularly? Because I'm struggling to find titles that I like. It's only because of massive releases like Starfield and Forza that I keep my Game Pass around, because otherwise I don't think it would be worth it. I think the biggest title in a while was maybe Redfall. Well, no, Halo. I guess Halo would be another. Halo's another game I played and quite enjoyed. I never finished it, but I did like it. A lot of little sloped pieces. I have an Xbox, but I don't use it much. I play on PC usually. Did you bother with the Xbox, or I guess the Game Pass for PC? Because that's something I'm really looking forward to with Starfield. I think I mentioned this just a few minutes ago, but the crossplay now that's been announced for Starfield mean that not only can I, well, one, I don't have to buy it because it's part of Game Pass, but then two, if people that do decide to buy it instead of Game Pass via the Microsoft Store, you get a copy for your Xbox and a copy for your PC, and you can save from console to PC and vice versa. So it means that I could stream it, play some Starfield online, share that experience with you folks, and then if I wanted to just like fly around the galaxy or do something on my couch at night, I could load up the exact same save and I'm not wasting time. Like I could potentially be doing stuff like that in between streams. Although I tend to want to play those kind of things together with you folks and kind of have the full experience of sharing all of the gameplay. So I imagine that I'm going to be pre-downloading and installing Starfield, and then more than likely for that week at least, I'll be increasing my stream frequency. I'll probably stream several extra days because I'm sure I'll be playing it, and I think it'll be worth the hype, worth the effort to stream a little bit more often that week. I think that's the first week in September. Pretty sure 6th is the release day. I'm cheating a little on those. You saw nothing. I guess that probably makes more sense to go over here. I know this is super crooked, but whatever. Cool. Might have to check out Game Pass. I have a tendency to get bored of some games quickly. So one of the things I really like about Game Pass, Anarchist, is if you jump into a game and you don't like it, then you're not out like whatever that purchase price was. You can just roll on to the next game. Installing and uninstalling is super fast. There's lots of indie titles, so if you like indie titles, then you'll be right at home. All right, looks like we need to rotate this around. Actually, maybe this way. Oh, you're not gonna be able to see that. I need this tall piece. Sometimes after I do all this knolling of the pieces, I feel like I'm playing Operation. Those. There. There. Really enjoying Dead Cells? I've seen that on Game Pass. I've not actually tried it yet, though. Then this is going to go here. And then we've got pieces that go along the edge. I imagine for folks that have built this, some of those little pieces have probably come off. Right, and then this big old piece goes in the middle somewhere. Oh, I've got this on the wrong side. I don't know how that happened. It's quite hard, but it's very satisfying to hack through enemies in Dead Cells. It's funny, like, I don't mind a challenge, but I'm not a big fan of very difficult video games. I usually find games like that are just arbitrarily hard for no reason. That goes in there. Got 3 pieces combined. They go right next to this. So here we're kind of securing the switch. Probably your on-off right there. I hope that's on camera. And we've got a little corner piece here with cylinder behind it. Oh, we gotta decorate the big ugly rock pieces now too. So we are gonna build them up a little bit by hand. Which is cool because it makes them look like they've got the dark part looks wet and then the lighter part looks like drier pieces. And that goes right here. And yes, I know I'm moving things around, but it's hard to do this and show you folks. That goes in there like that. And then we add this piece across the top. And it looks like this stuff has to be outside. And then I've got piece like this. That's going to attach here. Very cool. Something that they're not doing in this set is highlighting the new pieces on the build very much. They've got arrows, but they don't necessarily have like a little highlight around them, which is strange. Part of the problem is that you can't see like where you're placing. I'm gonna have to think about a different way to do the layout, I think, for the stream. Two of those. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. Yep. We take some of these. Put those on top like that. Grab another rock piece. That goes here. Might be just the light, but you can see like the little yellow between the crack there, which is not great. Oh, here we go. We're going to take one of each gem, put it in the chest. So blue, green, yellow, and red. And then we take some leaf. And then this gets attached to this little clip there. I wonder why that's clipped in instead of just stuck on a plate. Maybe we have to open this up or something happens where that triggers the mechanism, maybe? That would be cool. Something is just not lining up here. Guess just need a little bit of elbow grease. So this looks like it might be a cave, maybe? And then all of these, you probably can't see what I'm doing. A little challenging to build this with the instructions sideways, but that goes like that. I like this combination of the very light green, the mint green, and the beige. It's a cool look. Yeah, I think where I'm right-handed, I might try to do stuff with a little bit more room on the right-hand side now. I think that might help in the long run. Being able to keep it in view. Take it easy, Elkhorn. Thanks for the lurk. As you build this up, I imagine it's going to be difficult to capture on camera, not from the top down. Yeah, no, it will be. It absolutely will be. And we've never done a building on this. We've always done vehicles or shelf pieces. Like helmets and stuff. This is the start of the staircase, it looks like. Really neat how they're gonna fit all this together. Yeah, I really miss the highlights. I think that that's something that they should consider doing with all of their instruction manuals. I've noticed now after a couple of sessions with these more complicated pieces that there's an inconsistency throughout the LEGO instruction manuals. They're not all done the same. And I feel like they probably could be. So I was right, it is going to be a cave. It's really cool that they hid the on-off switch in a cave. See if I can show you. I don't know if you want to call it a cave, maybe a tunnel. It's pretty perfect of an arch. It might be more of a man-made thing than not. Oh, nice. The bat hangs upside down inside the cave. Not sure if you can see that, but that's cool. Cosmic, I know you brought this up before, but I imagine that the LED kit for this would be very cool. Probably different things like lights in the cave and stuff like that. Right. And yeah, I think I'm just going to finish up this bag, Cosmic. Thanks, though. So this goes here. That. I like these leafy pieces. I wonder if these are the new ones. We did a story on the Citadel Cafe a long time ago, and going forward, apparently all of the green blocks, like all of the leafy foliage type blocks from Lego, are actually made of plants, or there's a certain amount of plant renewable material in the plastic, which I thought was really cool, in an effort for the the company to be greener and more recyclable and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so we're doing the top of the stairs. It's really neat how they did the stairs. I messed this up. Here. Oh no. I've got this piece goes there. That is really, that's pretty good. Going up here and then curving it, like that's pretty cool. Not the clearest view from the angle that they have there. Is there a motor? Yeah, the motor's right there. I haven't had time to watch many streamers. One of the things that I find interesting about content creation is that before I was a podcaster, I listened to all kinds of podcasts. I still do listen, but very few. And I think a lot of it just has to do with the fact that I'm usually so busy making content that usually when I have my downtime, I usually prefer to unplug. So I don't watch a lot of streams. I watch a fair amount of YouTube videos. All right. Now, the piece specifically goes over here. Been really enjoying the Try channel on YouTube. Some adult language in that, just FYI for anybody that might want to go check it out. If you're not an adult, check with your parents. But for those of you that are adults, very funny. Definitely worth checking out. All right, there we go there. Some of the color choices here are probably going to be reflecting the floor of the Aurora Point Lighthouse. I'm kind of surprised they didn't call it something like that. They call it the Motorized Lighthouse, but I feel like they've got this Aurora Point name on the actual house. I'm surprised that's not in the title of the set. Okay, so now, there's something here. Piece. No, so that's all together. Yeah, you really do miss the highlight. I think that's why it was taking me so long last week to figure out what was changing from page to page. Normally they do like a little outline of over the new pieces. This next to that. Like that there, and then piece goes in behind. Like so. So you can see what's going on. It's creating like a little rock kind of jagged part drooping down over the cave. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bang the mic. Now we put these on. This is a really cool, kind of unique way that they're doing this. So we've got there. Nope. That way. And it shows you how the stairs, we'll say curve. Sort of the same way you curve stuff in Minecraft, you know? Although it feels like these curve the wrong way, if you ask me. goes like that. And this goes right up against the side here. This kind of stuff is very cool. Oops. Like putting the vertical pieces over the plates. I think that's right. So now we're down this end, putting in more things to keep this from moving. Very sturdy. Seeing as it doesn't actually attach to anything, that's pretty cool. How many Spawn Chunks episodes did you do? All of them, Snappy. So let's see here. We've got this little piece. We're way over here now. This goes on the black spot. This goes here. And this goes in here like this. Definitely feeling the big hands trying to get into little corners. A lot easier when they're just doing a couple pieces at a time, which I guess makes sense. Hey, True Purple, how's it going? Struggling to see where these even go. Oh. Here. Okay. It's like this. Yeah, it is going to be really hard as time goes on to show off the details and stuff that we're doing. Gonna go there. Dashipi, you can't even tell where the island base is meant to stop. Yeah, it's an interesting mix. You know, this side is looking cooler. I'm going to show people a better look once we finish for the day. It's just, it's awkward to hold up, and rather than smooshing the pieces everywhere. I'll just do it all at the end. Supposed to have 2 of those. Do not have 2 of those. Oh, there we go. They were sticking together. Goes. Oh, there. Right, right. Feeding your inner Lego gremlin. That's great, Tashibi. That's an excellent way to say it. Yeah, I get jealous of like the folks that have enough pieces in their giant libraries to create like my own creation type builds. It's it must be just astronomical. Well, one, it's, you think a Minecraft storage system is complex, and then you think about what people might have to have in their Lego workshop if there's someone that is making their own builds and coming up with their own stuff. Like it must be just an ever expanding problem. I remember there was a Lego documentary where they showed someone that made like a really big version of Rivendell, and her upstairs of her house, the entire like top 2 bedrooms or 3 bedrooms or something were all Lego. Build room, storage room, I think storage room number 2 / display room, like there was all kinds of stuff. I don't know, this side again, really problematic that they don't show you new pieces. Rock piece. We haven't really done anything with these. We've got studs facing out, but we've not attached anything to them yet. This hides the motor. I find these pieces very difficult to actually snap in. These remind me of the pirate sets for sure. Oh, there we go. We've used that piece. Maybe we did use the other one too. Yeah, we did. It's so complicated, you forget the steps that you've done, even just a few. A mock is my own creation, MOC. It's a Lego term within the Lego community for making something up with Lego, not something that you followed the instructions for from Lego. And you can find that middle ground too. You can actually go online and download PDFs of instructions for my own creations, or mocks that other people have designed, like Star Wars ships and Star Trek ships and stuff that Lego doesn't put out as an official set, but you can download instructions on how to do that kind of stuff online. I use Bricklink Studio to create my mocks digitally. It's free and save unimaginable amounts of money because you don't have to buy pieces. Oh, for sure. I tried using Bricklink Studio, I think that was the one, and I did not find it very easy to use at all. And I'm someone that actually has like experience with, you know, digital software and 3D modeling and stuff. We're gonna go in here, it looks like. Nope. Goes over. Last big ugly rock piece. These do a really good job of hiding all the motorized bits inside. It's quite smart how they're using them. Goes like that. And we do the little there. I like the indent that gives the cliff. That's really cool. Where does this go? Over here. That secures everything, and then that's what's left over. Bag of 4. Page 130. Alright, so I'm not sure how easy this is going to be to see. Tuck those away. But if I flip this up, hopefully it won't fall apart. See the detail, the leaves, these large gray bricks attached to the side of the little bricks that we put on the big rock pieces. And so there's the battery pack on the outside of the cliff. And I'm assuming that's also like the back of the display model. So it'll be easy to add the batteries in later, so that's good. I'm glad that they thought of that. And there's the cave with the bat. Not crazy about some of these extra pieces coming into the cave there, but it's not like you're going to see that very often. I like this piece. That's cool. And this little indent is cool too. It's the kind of thing that I do in Minecraft, absolutely. And then there's a look at the dock. So that doesn't wiggle at all, which is nice. And then back to where we started. And it looks really peculiar from above. It looks like a mess. I mean, obviously we've got a little bit of a glare happening with my lights, but not much can be done about that, unfortunately. Thanks, Anarchist. Appreciate that. Yeah, the details are amazing to Sheepy. It's really coming together. Really coming together. So that was the third bag out of 13. We did 2 today. They were a little bit more moderate, which is good. I will be streaming again tomorrow at 1 o'clock Atlantic. That's going to be some Minecraft. We'll be sending you all on after that to the Infinity Cove stream weekend. My patron server is celebrating 5 years. No, 4 years. Pardon me, 4 years. 4 years this weekend. So a big tip of the hat to them. There's a link in chat right now to Cosmic Dancer, Elcorn 95, 100 and Mini Packs, all of whom are regular streamers. So by all means, you can go and check them out. You can follow me on social media at Joel Duggan. I'm very easy to find. You can, of course, check out patreon.com/JoelDuggan if you'd like to join Infinity Cove or support the stream in any way. That is something that I very much appreciate. A big shout out and thank you to Cosmic Dancer for sending in this lovely Lego set back in April, and 2, the amazing donation earlier today. I very, very much appreciate it. Thanks to everybody that donated bits today, subs and resubs. You are all amazing folks. Make sure that you connect your Discord and your Twitch if you are supporting with a Twitch sub, or if you're on Patreon as well. You can connect your Patreon and your Discord and get access to my Discord channel. And that is true whether you're supporting myself or whether you're supporting the Citadel Cafe podcast on Patreon as well. They all lead to the same Discord. I'm a little biased, but I like the community a fair bit. I think you will too. I'll be back again tomorrow at 1 o'clock Atlantic. That's UTC minus 3 hours, as I mentioned, for Minecraft. And we're going to pass you on to somebody else, probably someone like Drath or Great Lakes Girl playing some Minecraft. So hang tight for the rest of your stream afternoon, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Thanks so much for hanging out, folks. Bye for now.